go super booty on your ass and abs. For those of you who have worked with me before, you know exactly what that means. And guys, I don't want a booty workout to deter you because you need this too. So anyone who skis, snowboards, bikes, runs, really any activity, you need to work your hips. Our hips get super tight, and that can cause us low back pain, knee pain, because your hips stabilize your pelvis. So anytime you can get in there and work them is good. So even though we're getting all Jane Fonda today, I want you to stick with it because it will ultimately improve your outdoor sporting activities, just your everyday sitting at a desk activity while you're working, and it'll make your booty look good if you stick with it long enough. So we're going to get started. I have a chair with me, and you can use one too. And I'm also, I'm not going to film this because any kind of movement running up and downstairs is just not fun to watch. You don't want to watch me run up and downstairs, but we're going to also, to get your heart rate up and to build that backside, we're going to do a stair workout. So I'll put that in the notes for you. So let's just get started here so you can stop listening to me talk. We'll start with the chair. And you're going to place it behind you. So squatting or anything, getting down and up is a very functional activity since we do it every day, all day. So you're going to have your weight, or your legs about hip distance apart, and all your weight is going to go on your heels. And I'm just going to start with a squat, and I'm just going to tap my butt down. Okay? Here's 3, 4, 5, I'm going to go to 15, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, last 5, 4, here's 3, sit that weight back, 2, and 1, and I'm going to hover right over that chair, and I'm going to tap my butt and lift it just 1 inch, 2, 3, 4, so a little pulse, 5, 6, 7, here's 8, 9, 10, last 5, 4, here's 3, 2, and 1, and now I'm going to hold above that chair just for 10 seconds, 9, 8, 7, 6, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I'm just going to show you something. You might notice I'm lifting my toes. That's so I make sure all my weight goes into my heels and my big toe mound is pressing into the ground. And that way it helps me keep my balance and weight my upper body properly. So just a little tip for you. Okay, so now let's start seated, just since this is the first time we're doing it. I'm going to have you walk your right leg a little bit inside. You won't be all the way in between those legs, but a little bit to the center of your body. So what we're going to do, so I have all my weight in the chair. I'm going to lift my left leg up. You can keep that toe on the ground to assist you if needed. So we're going to push up out of our heel. This will get some balance here. And then you're going to sit back. So sit that weight back. See, I'm shaking because it's my stability that's in play here. So that's the thing that makes it good for sports. 2. And this will get your heart rate up. Here's 3. And sit back down. 4. I'm pushing into my heel to get up. It really fires up my glute. Here's 5. Here's 6. Woo. Here's 7. 8. Here's 9. Remember, put your toe down to assist. And 10. We're just going to go 10 there. Then we're going to go to the other side. So you'll find one side may be better than the other. You can point your toe down to the ground to assist. Push up for that heel. That's what fires that glute. You'll feel it right where your hamstrings connect to your glutes. 2. This is my wobbly side. 3, because I broke this ankle. Here's 4. Here's 5. 6. 7. You'll probably notice too, I land a lot quicker if I don't stop myself. 8. 1 more. 10, and rest there. So I'm going to move the chair out of the way. You can choose to use your chair if you want to step up, but let's not get crazy. I would recommend like a stair instead of the chair, just because it's a little lower. We're going to do a front stepping lunge. So I'm going to land with my heel to the ground. I'm going to drop my weight straight down. So my upper body weight is between both of those legs. I'm squeezing through my left glute, pushing through the heel of my right leg. So I'm coming down. I'm going to do a little twist towards my inner thigh to get my oblique. Come back center, lift up. I'm going to lift my knee at the top just to work that balance again. So you're going to drop down, drop that back knee to the ground, twist, come back center. You can step in and then lift your knee if that's what works for your body. Here's 3. Pull those abs in towards that spine. Here's 4. I always like to give a breath out because it contracts your abs down deep. Here's 5. Here's 6. Here's 7. Do what works for you so you can keep really good form. Here's 8. Here's 9. Here's 10. Ooh, I twisted and went to my lunge at the same time, which is okay to do after you get the movement down. So right now we're going to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to hold here and twist for 10, 9, 8. Keep bending that back knee. 7, 6. I'm also toning my back here by pulling my elbows back. 2 more. 2 and 1. And rest. Lift you to the other side. All right. 10 reps. Fingertips behind your head, shoulders down and back, elbows in line with those shoulders. You want to feel those shoulder blades pulling together just a little bit. Nothing extreme. So stepping out, heel touches the ground. I touch my big toe mound. I lift my toes to stay centered and balanced. I'm going to twist towards that inner thigh for 1. Lift that knee at the top. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. Here's 6. 7. Here's 8. Here's 9. 1 more. Lift that knee up, then we're going to go back down and pulse for 10, 9, 8. Just 1 inch movement down and up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You'll notice my voice gets a little louder when it starts burning. We're twisting now. Last 8. 7. 6. You got it. Last 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Release. Oh, that gets pretty intense in those legs. So now we're going to go down to the floor. You'll hear all kinds of things cracking on me. So you want your knees hip distance apart. So this is hip distance for me, directly under my hips. People like to be like this. Your hips are not that wide. So touch those hip bones. Place your knees right under it. You should have a space between those legs. You're going to place your hands directly under those shoulders. I have a nice neutral spine, so I'm not arching through my back, dropping my belly down. I'm not falling through my chest and my shoulders. So I'm nice and tall. A lot of that weight, believe it or not, is not in my wrists, okay? It's in my core, it's in my upper back, and it's in my legs, lower abs. All right, transverse abdominals, which we all want to work to keep that belly from pooching out. And the other thing I want to tell you here, you want to keep your hips nice and stable. So you want to try not, we might have a little bit of sway side to side, but you don't want it to be, like when you lift the leg, you don't want to fall into that opposite hip. And see, I'm falling into my right shoulder. So you want to try to keep everything nice and strong. Nice strong base. So we're going to start simple here. Knee in. Push that heel to the ceiling, squeezing through your glute and your hamstring. Here's 2. Keep those abs pulling in toward your spine. 3. Like you're tucking your tail just slightly. Here's 5. 6. 7. We're going to do 20. Here's 8. 9. 10. 10 more. Last 8. 5 more. Last 3. If you're shaking, you're doing it right. 2. And 1. And I'm going to bring that knee down. I'm going to go directly to the other side before we start the next exercise. So push that heel to the ceiling. 2, 3, 4. So when I'm kicking up, I'm not arching through my back. 5. So your range of motion may look different than mine. You just want to feel that squeeze through your glute and hamstring. If it's hard for you to find that squeeze, it might be because you're really tight. Most likely that's what it is. 10 more. Do it anyway. Last 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Knees are in the same position, hands in the same position, fire hydrant. So I'm just lifting that knee to the side. Fire hydrant, because it's like a dog lifting its leg. Except you're not dogs lifting your leg. Here's 5. We're going to 20 again. 6, 7, 8, 9. Here's 10. Last 8. Last 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knee under that hip, other side for 20. your toe in this position, you can activate your hamstring more. 10 more. Remember guys, you're doing this for skiing and running. Walking, sitting, everything. Lube up those hips. I should never talk because I lose my count. And 1. Okay, back to your right side, we're going to do a hip circle. So I'm going to start by pulling my knee in, rounding up and around. So just a circle, so hydrant out. Drop that knee, push back, pull it in. Here's 3. Here's 4, trying to make it a fluid motion. Here's 5. 6, I'm sweating. Here's 7. Here's 8. Stay stable through that left leg. Here's 9. And 10. We're going to go opposite direction. So sweep back, out, and around for 10. Here's 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. Here's 3. 2. And 1. Okay, we're going to go to the other side. So I have beads of sweat down my arm. I call that Disney princess sweat because it comes from down deep. And princesses don't like to sweat, apparently. I'm not feeling that way most of the time. I don't mind it. So we're going to do hip circle, other side. 1, 2, 3. Here I'm pointing my toe to get into that hamstring a little more. 5 more like this. 5. Here's 4. 3. 2. And 1. Other direction, so kicking back, out and around. 1. Here's 2. I'm still pulling my core in. I'm stable through my right leg. Here's 5. 6. Remember, all my weight is not in my upper body. It's at my belly button and below. On both sides. 1 more. And rest. Okay. We're going to go side lying. I'm going to start with my left leg as my working leg. You can take your elbow under your shoulder. You can lie down. People always love that option. So I'm stacking my hips, my knees, my feet. My weight is not rolling back behind me. It's up on top. So this top hip is going to come a little forward to keep those hips stacked. You're going to reach from your ribs. So you're not sinking down into that shoulder like this and lifting your leg and bobbing your head, as we so often like to do. So push up out of that arm and that shoulder. This will give you some shoulder stability work, which most everyone I've ever met needs, including myself. So let's start. You're just going to do a leg lift for 1, 2. We're only going to go to 10 here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's 8, 9, and 10. Now I'm going to lift that leg up, drive that knee in towards my elbow, extend that leg out over that foot. So you're going to keep it lifted the whole time. Drive that knee in and out. So you're going to get that oblique and then the back side of your core. That we call our muffin top. Keep lifting out of those ribs and that shoulder. 5 more. You should feel that butt. 4. Last 3. 2 more. And 1. You're going to leave it extended out and pulse up for 10. 9, if your foot's shaking, that's good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and drop it down. Okay, 1 more exercise on this side. Side lying. Everything's set up the same. Your you're gonna lift the other leg, drop it back behind so you're not moving through those hips. You're squeezing through that glute, hips stay stacked. So I'm not rocking side to side as my leg moves. Push that leg back behind, come in and down. Here's 2. Extend out, in and down. Here's 3. Here's 4. My foot is already shaking. Here's 5. Here's 6. Here's 7. I think I was just swinging. Here's 8. Here's 9. So it doesn't have to be a huge movement. Here's 10. I'm gonna lift up, extend back, and pulse for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. That's really gonna get your oblique. 3, 2, and 1. And rest. You can go to the other side. Okay, so extending out from those ribs, elbow under that shoulder, hips are stacked, leg lifts for 1, 2. You might find your range of motion is different on the other side. Here's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, lift out of that shoulder, 16, 17, here's 18, 19, and 20. You're going to lift up and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. I feel like I'm forgetting something on this side, and if I do, I'll make note of it. If not, go me. All right, so now you're gonna lift, drive this knee in, extend out, lower down. Here's 3. Sometimes I forget things. Here's 4, hard to believe, right? Here's 5. Here's 6. Here's 7. Here's 8. 9. One more. Up and pulse for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness, this side is burning. Okay. So now we're lifting up, extend back, pull in, and down. There's 2. Lifting out of that shoulder, 3. It's harder than you think. Here's 4. Squeeze through that glute, that oblique. Here's 5. Here's 6. Here's 7. Here's 8. Here's 9. And 10. And now you're going to lift up. This leg doesn't want to move anymore. Push back and pulse for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Okay. Do a little stretch each side before we get up. So legs go to pretzel. You're going to twist from those hips, and you're going to drop over. You're going to keep your right sit bone on the ground. Just drop your chest over that knee. Press that sit bone into the ground, and get a nice deep stretch. Now we're going to switch to the other side. Place that chest right over that knee. So even though we're not focusing on your inner thigh, you still got your inner thigh with your one-legged lunges, or squats on the chair, your lunges with your twist. You'll also get them when you run or walk the stairs. All right, you'll get a little bit with the abs. And you got it with the hip circles. So, in case you're worried about that, ladies. Okay, so we're gonna stand up. We're almost finished. My right leg right under my hips. I say that because sometimes people have their leg all the way in here, or they have it all the way out behind them. So line it up right under that hip. Ankle under that hip. Knee is right in line. So what I'm going to do is reach my upper body weight more forward than leaving it over my hip. That will allow me to stabilize my balance. So I'm going to lean forward just a little, extend that leg out behind, and now I'm going to pull my elbows and my knee in for a crunch. I'm going to extend out, come back to standing. That toe can stay behind, so you can stay in alignment the whole time. You're going to reach out, so you're just hinging forward, drive that knee in, extend out, lower down. So warrior 3 crunch. Here's 2, here's 3. A lot of stability through that ankle. Big stretch through that hamstring. That right leg. Pull those abs in, scoop that belly in towards that spine. We're only doing 10. Here's 8. So really challenge your balance. Here's 9. So again, this move you'll feel more through those obliques. So right around that hip area, outside the belly button. Okay, you're going to go to the other side for sake of keeping this video short, because it takes forever to download. Okay, so left side. You're going to go for 10. I'm going to count you down, get in position. Ready, set, go. You're doing 10. Breathe it out, use your breath. Here's 9. Last 8. And it's okay if you're not going as fast as me. 7. Here's 6. Last 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. And if you're not there yet, no worries. Okay, so your next one, and I'll do both sides here because I think it'll go a lot faster, so just pause the video if you need to. So you're going to take your toes out to the corners of the room, squeeze up through your quads, wrapping your quad around that femur bone. So what you will do is take one arm overhead. I'm going to start with my right arm overhead and my left palm up. I'm just going to slide my left palm, I might have to walk my feet out a little wider, down that leg, and my hip weight is shifting to the right side. So dropping, my shoulder spins around, so my palm is now facing the wall. And now I'm going to use my side body to lift back up, pulling my palm back in towards my ear, squeezing through that glute. Turn that palm out, drop that arm down, lift up through that side body, reach that hand to the ceiling, turn that palm in. Here's 3. Here's 4. This will give you a good stretch. Here's 5. Here's 6. Pull those abs in. Here's 7. Inhale here, and now exhale on your way up. Here's 8. Two more. Shift that hip weight back. One more. So you should have felt a stretch as well as a little bit of work through that side body and that hip. We're going to go other side, palm facing in to start, long arm, palm facing out. You're going to drop down, twist that palm out. And so I feel a bigger stretch on this side through my hamstring, just because of how I'm tight. And come back up. So inhale down. And exhale up. So the whole point, inhale down, of moving this shoulder and palm is that you get into your rotator cuff and you get mobility through that shoulder. So it's going to feel like a puzzle piece moving in space. So when I turn that palm in, it locks in place right around that sports bra area for ladies, right at the top of that rib cage for men. Twist it in and down. Four more. Last 3. Lift with that side body. 2. And 1. So you don't always have to jump around and be super intense. Okay, rest there. Our last thing, okay, we're going to go to our knees. If you have sensitive knees, double up your mat. Take your mat to a carpeted area, whatever works for you. Okay, I'm going to turn towards you so you can see. So knees are directly under my hips. I'm going to take my right leg out to start. And we're just going to do a reach. As I pull in, I'm going to drive. Ooh, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep my hand on the floor to do that. So I'm going to reach nice and long. See when I mess up. Now, I'm going to pull my knee into my elbow. So I'm getting through my rectus abdominals and my obliques once again. Nice big long reach. Drive that knee in. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. Our hips like to make noises, so don't be alarmed unless it's a popping noise or if it hurts, any kind of sharp pain. But that hip doesn't always fit perfectly into that socket in every position. That's why you want to make sure the muscles around it are nice and strong. Hopefully this is 10. If not, you get the picture. Okay, one more. Then we're done, so arm overhead, so nice and long side body stretch. I'm going to drive that knee in for 1, 2. So you'll see it's on my left side working. I can lift this arm because all my weight is not in it. That's why sometimes I'll come to my fingertips just to get a longer reach.